Welcome. I am Math Tucon, and maybe a couple minutes late, but I'm here. Okay, and you saw the thumbnail and the title. I thought it was a good time to touch on foster care. All right? I mean, I've heard about foster care as far back as I can think, but never really looked into it or what it's about. And with what's going on in the world right now, with the truth being revealed, and we're here to learn together. So this is what they want to show you, all the reasons children were removed from their homes. And I mean, all of these things happen. Okay, I see somebody's here. All of these things happen. Hey, Katie. Glad to see you in here. These are legitimate. Abandonment, physical abuse, neglect, drug abuse. Okay, all of the reasons they're taken from their homes. It's just interesting because who takes them? Is it the same people that, kind of stage the world for these situations to take place? I mean, not saying that we're supposed to be responsible for our own decisions, our own thinking, but we were manipulated. Okay? So we're going to get into it. We'll play this clip to start off.
Human trafficking is an insidious crime. Traffickers exploit and endanger some of the most vulnerable members of our society and cause their victims unimaginable harm. At the Justice Department, we are using every available resource to combat human trafficking and to support human trafficking survivors. Last year, we helped develop the President's National Action Plan to combat human trafficking. This year, I'm pleased to announce that the Justice Department is issuing a new national strategy to combat human trafficking. This strategy is aligned with the foundational pillars of the President's National Action Plan. It will expand the Justice Department's capacity to prevent human trafficking, to prosecute perpetrators of human trafficking crimes, and to provide protection and support for victims and survivors. Our strategy will build on the important work we are already doing.
All right. So, I mean, I can believe that he has to read a script for this. Okay? I'm on here live. Is it Sunday? Is it a football day? Is it? I mean, we'll see what happens after the games, but we're going to get into this topic here. Foster care. Okay, let me help them expose. And you heard the guy reading the script. I mean, you can't go off of the top of the dome on that topic for real. I mean, no compassion, no sympathy. Okay, so here are the reasons. Like, hey, it's a video that makes you think. Videos that make you think. And I did get a couple of extra hours of sleep. Okay? Here live. Some of y'all may be not at work. Some of y'all may be. Okay? Some of y'all may have time to check this out. Some of y'all may have to leave and come back. It's a video that makes you think. We're going to take a look at this together. It's no coincidence that this decode hits at the time that we're in. None of this is scripted. Each day, this is what we do. We connect dots. And let's see what we get out of these numbers. But look, foster care, also known as out of home care, is a temporary service provided by states for children who cannot live with their families. I didn't go super deep on this. Okay, I'm just trying to touch a little bit of everything. And I have the numbers. All right, so there you go with that. And anything to do with children, definitely a touchy subject. All right, because we don't want to forget that even though the numbers match and connect, which kind of helps us get to the bottom and connect the dots of maybe who's actually connected, but I'm talking too much. Let's just get into it. All right. I mean, this is what's important. It's the children, videos that make you think. Okay. No matter what, I mean, this is the main focus, and the vulnerable ones out there. Okay. They want to mention trafficking. We're not going to let them sweep it under the rug. Okay. I'm right here by the Mexico border. You know, they're going to use that. Okay. Because we have a selection coming up. You know, they're going to blame it on the border again. And it doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter what race. Okay. I mean, when it comes to the innocence of children, all right. I mean, shouldn't it just be human nature? Protect the children. Hey, Rick. Shout out, y'all. Rick checking in from Nevada. Katie, the UK, right? All right. So yeah, it doesn't matter what we're all humans. I mean, we're supposed to be humans, right? I mean, that's what they told us. That's what we were led to believe. I mean, so now this character's connected, you know? Let's look at it. Was an American philanthropist who contributed. Now it's Charles Loring Brace. It sounds like a fake character name to fit the script. And is this a painting again? I mean, is it a painting? Okay. And if none of these characters are real, we're still going to decode the fake history. You know, I'm upset. My life maybe could have been different if I knew about the fake world. But philanthropist who contributed to the field of, what do you know? Social reform. Ah, so refreshing. Ain't that refreshing to hear? I mean, I'm being sarcastic. Is that the right word? But he is considered a father of the modern foster care movement. Sounds like a agenda to me. Okay? And you know, maybe hopefully I got all the pictures right, cuz with these characters, I mean, I have nothing to really go by. There's limited options. I think there's a junior out there maybe, but this is what I got here. Okay, the mid 19th century, and he founded Children's Aid Society. Okay, it's in the United States. Foster care started as a result of the efforts of this guy, Charles Loring Brace. Okay, and it says 30,000 homeless. Some 30,000 homeless or neglected children lived in the New York City streets and slums. Okay, definitely a targeted area for agendas. Brace took these children off the streets and placed them with families in most states in the country. I mean, yeah, and they also said Tim Ballard is a nice guy. All right? And he adopts children and he's exposing the elites, but then he's on their television shows speaking about exposing them. I'm not buying it. Okay? And I don't want to just totally shut down that there aren't people out there. There are real people out there, okay, making an impact when it comes to this subject and this topic of the trafficking, okay, which I should be allowed to talk about. No issues, right? YouTube, StreamYard, Google. But those people won't get highlighted, and maybe I could be to blame a little bit for that. Maybe I need to, but then again, what is there to believe with these stories? How are we going to get our information? I guess get out there more. But I mean, this day and age, you know how hard it is to go. I can't even show my face to try to get a job. They're like, "What are you doing? Get out of here. Go do it online." You know what I mean? But okay, so New York City, no coincidence. Now, what kind of families, right? What kind of families? Placing them with families in most states. Okay. So that could be true, right? But I mean, what kind of families? High faith. Okay. I mean, that's just a question. I mean, we hear the stories, or, oh, kids rescued, they're going to be placed in foster care until further notice. Okay. And that's it. No more questions. Nothing to see here. I mean, I just want to know. Okay. I'm 42, and again, this is a video that makes you think. I don't know. I hit 42, and what is it about the number 42? And that could be a whole nother decode right there. I hope I don't break this mic. Seems like an okay mic. Okay, here we go. So videos that make you think. Sunday. Anybody watching scripted football? I mean, I want to see what's up with the script, but right now we're hitting on this topic. Okay, we're gonna help them expose themselves completely. So this is interesting. Y'all heard of that, right? Okay. The Faustian bargain. Look, it says, again, we're learning together here. It says Old English Faustian right there. It said that's where Foster comes from. It says from Foster right there. Again, if y'all are a little more educated on what that writing means with that description. But that's interesting. Look at that. The Faustian bargain, a pact whereby a person trades something of supreme moral or spiritual importance, such as personal values or the soul. Okay? I have a clip here. All right? I have a few clips. Let's go ahead and play this. Rick, Faith, see what's up with y'all. Y'all are just greeting each other, it looks like. All right, cool. All right, so let's check this out real quick. Videos that make you think. We learn together. I like a challenge. We're live. Let's do it.
A Faustian bargain is a deal with the devil, a pact with Satan, an agreement that allows you to have anything you've ever wanted. And in exchange for extreme wealth or power, all you have to do is hand your soul over to the devil for eternity. The popular theme of the Faustian bargain started in folk tales, but its stories are still told in popular films, music, comic strips, books, and television programs today. The legend started in a German folktale hundreds of years ago. The tale was about a guy named Faust. The story was originally told to warn Christians that God has set human limits and a righteous man must respect those limits or suffer through eternal damnation.
Okay, so I mean, it fits in exactly with what they do on the world stage with the celebrities. And again, there's still children involved, and a lot of them, or all of them, who knows, are born into it. So even if they're celebrities on the world stage, we still have that child aspect. Now, when they grow out of it, at some point you have to take responsibility if they are committing certain acts related to this trafficking topic. Okay? So here I have a couple more clips here. Real quick clips just to finish that before we go further.
But he wanted more out of life. He was bored with the limited nature of human knowledge, so he decided that it would be a good idea to call the devil and ask him for supreme knowledge and power so he can enjoy all the pleasures that the world had to offer. In response to his request, the devil sends his right-hand man, Mephistopheles, who offers Faust a deal. He can have supreme knowledge and power for 24 years, but in exchange, the devil wants Faust's soul, where it will then spend eternity in hell. Faust accepts the bargain and signs his fate with blood. Faust goes about enjoying his newfound knowledge and power. He seduces women, he becomes a young man, he travels the world, he summons spirits, and with every step he gains more knowledge and more power. His experiences are limitless. He enjoys everything that the world can possibly give him. At the end of the term, Faust waits for the devil. He knows his time is up. The devil carries his spirit to hell, and the story is over.
All right, so that's interesting. And again, we see it on the world stage in these stories. They let us know right in front of our face. Okay, so yeah, nothing really surprising there, but it says that Faustian right there. Now, it may be like a different spelling or whatever, Faustian, Faustian. You see what I'm saying? It still syncs up, and we have the numbers. Okay? And these are the pics that pop up. Okay? Again, it rhymes. Faustian, Frostian, whatever. It's all the same with the language, in my opinion. But is the protagonist of a classic German legend based on the historical Johann George Faust? And I mean, we take that name and we put it in the calculator. We put it in the calculator. I mean, we get 67 in ordinal. Okay? And I guess this is him, apparently, according to the painting. I mean, is that considered an actual picture back then? And it just appears to be a painting? I mean, who knows? Now we have the AI. But you get the 67 like foster care system, and trafficking, you get 67. Okay, now we're back to this character. This is the guy who's synced up. Okay? This is the guy that's synced up right here with the foster care. Okay? Right? And Charles Brace, I mean, you get 76, philanthropist, 76. I mean, so you get some reflections right there. 19, yep. And 11. But look, you get the 76 like skull and bones, and that's going to be interesting because we have some more of those numbers coming up. Okay? And again, George W. Bush, the president at the time of 9/11, coming up on the 22nd anniversary, his birthday's 7/6. Okay? So, we'll note that for the side. Again, it's about the children, and they can give us the child actors and all that, whatever. I mean, we just have to take what it is. Okay? And then the message is, look, I'm old school. I come from the 80s, and we need to go back to just traditional values. And I'm not going to sit here and like, let me divide based on what we think. But sometimes you just got to stick with the basics. All right? I mean, They can give us the child actors with a lot of these scripted stories and stuff, but I mean, we got to keep it real here. There's real issues out in these neighborhoods, okay? And look, philanthropist. Does that mean he's just into philosophy, and is that kind of what that means? I didn't look into it. Yep. Yep. You see that? You get the 193 like trafficking. Okay, in the same cipher, reverse. This is foster care. It's kind of my first time looking at it. You know, it popped up yesterday. It's like, you know what? We need to hit them with the foster care decode videos and make you think. You know, we'll learn together. Y'all are good over there. Cool. Y'all are interacting with each other. Make sure I'm not missing anything key. And we're kind of barely getting into it here. So, again, is it a painting? It looks kind of like a painting. I mean, look at that. First off, he dies on the 223rd day of the year. Okay? The year 2023 we're in. And this syncs up with the foster care and their half truths of, oh, let's expose this and then run away and escape to an island. All right? And then hit them with all the rock decodes and they get to figure out what happens and we're not going to be here. Bullshit, right? The year 23, escapes equals 23. This guy dies on the 223rd day of the year, and 11/8, the 11th day of the 8th month, like 118. And look at the 118 date numerology. You see that? Charles Loring Brace. I mean, how many characters did they create out of this one? And where did this one come from? And when did the script begin? I mean, is there some kind of files we can get at? I mean, we figured out the script, but what's the next step? Yeah, nonstop. And I kind of put off the letter C decode. Not quite finished with it, but I don't script any of these decodes. I get the ideas and note them, work on it. I'm not ever going to force something out until it's ready. That's why I'm confident when we do this. Okay? I mean, look. This dude dies. And again, I think this is him according to Google and the research that I did. You know, I'm pretty sure it's him. But this is what they say. And look at that. Again, he died right there, August 11th, leaving 142 days. I mean, traffic equals 142. Okay. You were hitting yesterday. So, yeah, no coincidence, right? And, you know, we do know the world is scripted. So some people, I don't know, this is not going to get old to me, especially with this topic. And it's videos that make you think. All right. And it's Sunday. I mean, I'm hoping y'all are able to be relaxed out there right now. I mean, we all have different things going on. Okay. My window in my vehicle doesn't want to roll up now. As another vehicle's in the shop. As another vehicle, there's something up with the battery. It is what it is. I mean, because look, not too high, not too low out here. But always we think about the children and protecting the people around us. It doesn't just stop there. But at some point, adults need to be accountable, but children, protect the innocents. Look at that. I mean, that's how they spell it, right? And that's his birthday. If I said death day. So you see how the birthday, the death day all syncs up? Dead on 8/11. And then the birthday syncs up with traffic. And you see that? Look at that. Look. 7 weeks and 4 days after his birthday, he dies. Is that what I'm seeing right there? When traffic equals 74, right? The original ordinal ABC 123 cipher, right? They wanted to tease us with it, with the alphabet. They wanted to tease us with the alphabet. And we're getting a lot of these stories with these other countries too. And right, Faith? I mean, I just caught that comment. I don't know if that's exactly what you're hitting on, but they want to, disaster in whatever country they want to use. Oh, kids die, children. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, we're just supposed to forget about it. Well, it's like, okay, we're seeing that these stories are fake. Where are the children? Okay? And I always associate that with Freemasons, with the duality and the half truths, and you can't get a straight answer. I mean, I know bullshit when I hear it. If I watch an hour Freemason video where they're trying to say, hey, this is Freemasonry, I'm a Freemason, and I watched 30, 40 minutes and I still don't know what the hell you're talking about, and excuse my language. I mean, I connect that to the Freemasons, okay? And it's not all about the Freemasons, but duality, bullshit, black and white, confusion, red, blue, okay? They're definitely a major influence in the game. I mean, according to what they tell us, I mean, you see where they meet up. I mean, you see it everywhere you go. Okay? I never really noticed it until I became aware of this work, though. That's, you know, look at this. So you see how all these numbers are hitting? 7 weeks, 4 days, the same as 1 month, 23 days. He dies after his birthday. Charles Loring Brace. Right? They say he's responsible for ushering in the foster care, like Faustian bargain. Okay? And it goes hand in hand with the music industry and these celebrities, doesn't it? Children, okay, selling out to the devil, the script. And I have nothing against the Bible. I mean, I have something against being lied to, whatever you want to call that. But I mean, and if the Bible helps somebody be positive and it helps them get through their day, hey, go for it. I'm just saying it's not for everybody. I mean, my opinion, you're not going to agree with it, but again, we can't lose focus on the children. But look at this. That's Benjamin Eaton. They say he was the first person, the first child associated with this foster care program. Is that what you should call it? Program, government program. And it syncs up with this guy, Charles Brace, syncs up with Charles 123, like 1 month, 23 days, the same as 7 weeks, 4 days. When traffic equals 74, and then traffic syncs up with the day he died. Okay? And, it's Sunday. Not a lot of people. Yeah. Nice with the numbers. V1111. Appreciate that. Again, it's, we're not sitting here smiling, proud that we're decoding this, but we're not going to let them sweep it under the rug just so they can promote that movie and they can deceive people into pumping out more money so they can escape to their island. Again, Pee Wee Herman gone, supposedly. Okay, Jimmy Buffett. Pee Wee Herman, the movie theater incident. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, synced up with Sound of Freedom, the movie. All right? I mean, look at Tim Ballard I mean, did they give him a birthday yet? Have they figured it out? Okay. Oh, but they're going to let you know how many kids he adopted. Where's Danielle Ballard? Right? The LSU star? Was it LSU? It was LSU, huh? She dies right at the same time Tim Ballard comes up. Where's she at? Rick, Faith, Truth Matters 222. Yeah, and it's all set up like that. And then, oh, you better put them in school. And what are the odds it's not going to be a high percentage of those kids that are already influenced? And what about the single parent households? Okay. And look, I'm not sitting here and like, oh, let me whine about stuff. Look, we're talking about we were young and we got deceived. Okay, and it's not funny. And then we were tricked into lying to our kids, and then some of us didn't realize it until later, and you're already caught up in the system. Oh, it's like, oh man, I've been lying about Santa Claus and all this. And then for the longest time, oh, it's okay. It's really not. We need to teach them to make connections like this and to not just believe what you hear in school, or what people influence you on. I mean, we don't know, or we all come from different backgrounds here. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening to me, though, because I like just coming on live and I got the connections here. So look at the name. Again, you see how, I'm going to explain right now. Benjamin Eaton. Again, a scripted name. Some of y'all might have caught it earlier with the name. Let me see if I can put me on here and how long it'll last before I'm blocking. Try to be as live and as real as I can get here until I'm blocking the work. So 7 years old, it says, and you get the question marks again because they want to have different options out there. So the story's going to sync up with another script later. And then we got to sit and figure out what it's connected to. But first foster child, you see the question marks. I mean, supposedly, okay? It's never a straight answer with this fake history. Okay, so now I'm blocking it a little bit. Look, you saw the name. Look at the last name. These people are sick. Look, Eaton. And don't they put stuff out there about pizza? Or what about the hot dogs and the hot dog eating contest? Is that some bullshit? Look, Old English, Faustrian. Remember, like the Faustrian barger or bargain, whatever it was called. But look, feed, Faustrian, Old English, feed, nourish, and it says from foster, food, nourishment of Germanic origin, related to food, the sense bring up another's, okay, whatever else it says, but food, nourish, nourishment, the last name Eaton, and then they give us the Pizzagate bullshit, and I'm sure there's other food that they use, code talk. I mean, Benjamin Eaton. And what about the dude's last name? Charles Loring Brace. I mean, they say he's connected to the founding. That's what popped up. The founding of foster care and the foster care government program where they want to take the kids from these problems that they created. It's like, you need help with that? The whole time they created the problem. Right? Let's keep the divide, One's going to be in jail, in prison, always dealing with the courts or dead. All right? And what's the other one going to do? Work and spend time with the kids, whether it's mom or dad? And who's going to watch the household? And what if you have more than one child? Look at the guy's last name, Brace. It's just interesting. I mean, a device fitted to something in particular, a weak or injured part of the body to give support. They say it's the guy's last name. Okay. And it says British. I mean, I guess another way of putting it, a pair of straps that pass over the shoulders and fasten to the waistband of a pair of trousers or a skirt at the front and back to hold it up. I don't know. It's just so. I mean, it's a video that makes you think. Okay, and I may check out some of the scripted sports because maybe I want to do a decode on it. I don't, but this is gonna come first. Okay, and these are the images they give us, and they may have been a part of some narrative, but we're not gonna. We're gonna take the message. Okay, and again, these people are sick with the 69 birth date numerology. And when it comes to date numerology, I mean, that's the one that you want to look for right there, in my opinion. Okay. I mean, I'm not saying the other ones don't hold weight when it comes to gematria, but that's the one I look for. And you get the 69. Okay. The day he was born, Charles Loring Brace. Again, not many pictures here. Hey, Richard. Y'all are doing good. All right, cool. I could have put this up earlier. I could have, but look, this is what we're doing right now. Okay? And we're all going to enjoy our day. All right? It's 9:20 a.m. here in Mesa, Arizona. All right? I'm here. May check out the sun for a little bit, but this is what we're doing. Foster care system. There it is, the 211 in Ordinal. Oh, your wife's birthday, February 11th? Hey, that's interesting because Katie's synced up with the 112. Y'all can talk about that. But this is serious here. And yeah, I mean, we're not shying away. We're going to not let this work get us down. We're interested in it. And we want to, if I feel good at helping expose the truth, hopefully it makes y'all feel good. I don't mind putting in the work. This is my hobby. I have time on my hands. Nobody wants to hire me. I may have to do a decode on the background check. Okay. And I may have to do a couple decodes on some of the companies that are on some games, I'm trying to put it nicely, but 211, the 47th prime foster care system. All right. Foster care, you get the 47. And most of us know about the 47, but not everybody does. And we were all accepted at some point. Okay. This is interesting work. You don't always get it right away. I think I might have seen it for a while, didn't get it, and then it all clicked eventually. Government authority, DC, White House, it's the government number. So many things. And then the Independence Day with the 74 in Gematria, and it's on 7/4. Trump in politics, Trump 47, and the list is never ending. Okay. Again, is this the guy? This supposedly like he's giving quotes on different people. I mean, this pic's popping up right here. And that Parkhurst guy, that may be interesting. I didn't look into that because that name might have popped up when I was looking at another decode, and it may have been kind of related to this. I'm not 100%, but the name sounds familiar. The guy that I was thinking of, it was connected with He was like a doctor, like a MK Ultra doctor. I may have the name wrong, but that would have been interesting. And I noted it, and I may be looking into that further. But Charles Henry Parkhurst. But look, sympathy is two hearts tugging at one load. I mean, are you serious? Yo, like, come on. Hey, y'all, I didn't put that there like it's funny. Are you kidding me though? And that's not even really like the point of where I was going with it. I was just I couldn't find many picks. I didn't want to use the same pick over and over. But and I'm not even gonna I'm not gonna talk about it like it's not funny, but come on. Sympathy is two hearts tugging at one load. I mean, no. Foster children equals 222. Z is 1, A is 26. And that must be him right there because I just took that pick like that. So there's the name with the picks. Kind of looks like some presidents too, doesn't it? Again, back then when they just had paintings, I mean, I bet they were really able to fool people with no technology, and they probably had it the whole time. Who knows? And look, I mean, I can't really read that in there. Oh, wow. I can't really read that in there. I see that V11. But I mean, it came with the pick and everything. Why does it say 200 if I am only a city missionary with $200 a year or anything else? Whatever it is. I mean, it's with the picture. You see the name. And look where we're at right now with the twos coming up on the 22nd anniversary. This decode just organically hits at the time we're doing the scripted news, and all the twins, the numbers are all hitting. I mean, look, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm going to go do something about it. I'm, rah, rah, rah. I mean, that's not, yeah, okay. I guess if you were well planned out, yeah, that's going to work. But if you're not at that point and it's like, oh, we're go make a scene, it's just not happening. You're just causing ruckus. And again, you have to think and use your head. Okay? I mean, you got to think. But the most important thing is that we're aware. Foster care system 211, child 221 equals, yeah. Man, we're seeing the 11-2 and the 211 a lot. And look, these are numbers, okay, and the world's ran on numbers, but we're seeing where the numbers are connecting and why. And we just I'm trying to think of a word that's not bad, but we dominated that rock decode. And then with the Morocco earthquake, I mean, we just we're on it. Look at how Charles Loring Brace, again, connected to foster care. They sync this character to the foster care system. Okay, and you get the 170, right? Like he's born on the 170th day of the year, and sex trafficking equals 71. So you're getting the reflection there. You just drop the zeros. And you see the numbers are matching. So even though we don't know, we know it's a fake story, whatever, we connect it. Can somebody pay us for doing this? You know what I mean? Like, can somebody be like, wow, I don't believe it. And that's not your opinion. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Not saying I want to I want to work for the court. I'm just saying, like, this is hard work. The numbers are hitting. All right. We're not going to put like a stupid name on it. I'm a psychic. No, we're not putting labels on nothing. This goes back. Okay. I did the gematria for beginners, video. I did that. We learned together. There's videos that make you think right here. Videos that make you think on a Sunday. Sometimes I got to check. And look, is it 9/1? Well, 9/10. Sunday. What's going on with the scripted sports? Again, that's not important right now. Appreciate all of you. Look, I told you to remember the 76 like Skull and Bones. Okay? We're in the 322nd anniversary. 10/9. It hits. Charles Loring Brace 109. Reverse reduction. Z is 1, A is 26. Reach double digits and beyond. Add the two together, reduce it, add up. Add it all up after that. Bam. 109. And then you get the 19 numerology along with the 109. And it all just breaks down to 19, chaos, 19. Okay? That's why that 19's hitting. And that's why they released that story way late with the 14-year-old who died on 9/1, synced up with the Blueprint basketball. And I think Blueprint basketball equaled 91, or Blueprint basketball league equaled 91. And that's why you're seeing the stories with the other 19. Because we're coming up on that 22nd anniversary. Now it's tomorrow, huh? You see what I mean? And again, so that would be 1 day away. And again, you have the 11, like 1, all synced up, no matter how you do it. But look at this. You see how he died on the 11th? I just noticed that. And you see how he died in 1890? Oh, look at that. 11 and 9. You see that? I just noticed that. Man, y'all might have caught that, or I'm just rambling. Look at that. Look, he dies on the 11th day, 1890. The dude synced up with foster care with the ritual we got going on right now. And you saw the 222 and his last name equals 20. The 22nd anniversary. Look, he dies on the 11th of August. You get the 11. New York equals 111, the 11th state, all of that. 1890. 90, drop the 0, 9. Look at that. You get the 11, 9. Hey, that's one good thing about rambling on. Look, we could have, Gematria Police would have had all of us, and we would have been like, out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here stressing out about little detail. You see the work. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Again, like, now is this considered, would this be eligible? Would this be eligible right here? I mean, for a real picture? So somebody really sat down and like painted, or I mean, is it? I don't know. I don't think I'll ever understand how a lot of this stuff works. A lot of it's just speculation. I mean, how hot is it? I got the ceiling fan off, the AC's on. I don't know. It's 93 degrees. I guess that's good for Arizona. Again, we're not, I'm not trying to take off of this topic, but yeah, I mean, that kind of looks like a semi-real photo. But this is important. Man, what is that, a train? There was something about a train that I missed on this. I don't know. It was like a adoptive train. I don't know. It was some kind, I don't know, like another government program or something. But I want to look into the DARE program too. Remember, to keep kids off of drugs? I was a part of that. The whole time, then they're pumping drugs in our face, right? They hit us with the Chronic album, Dr. Dre. You know what I mean? It's like, and then they throw you in jail. It's like, you just hit us. I'm like, y'all just hit us with the Dr. Dre Chronic. I'm not saying it was right at the time, a dare. Y'all just hit us with Snoop Dogg, smoking Indo, gin and juice, Dr. Dre the Chronic, right? I'm like 10, 11, 12, whatever. Okay? So I'm running around drinking, smoking, I get locked up, I get charges. I'm in high school. Ain't that, and they don't want to take responsibility? But again, I'm not trying to focus on me, but y'all feel me on that. Again, it's about these children here, and you see what we're going through right now currently. Okay? And it's like out of our hands. Snoop Dogg. And look, doesn't Snoop mean like spy, like a cop? You know what I mean? Sting, the police, like police sting. Snoop's still out. Like, why is Snoop still around? Like, how many rituals has he been through? Again, videos that make you think. Okay? It's good to see, even if it's just a pic. I mean, I'm not trying to see any baby 666 hand signs. It's hard to find any pics where you're not seeing some kind of Mason symbolism or something. I don't know, man. Now it looks like it's possible that's what's going on here. But what do you want me to do? Like pose as a baby and take a normal pic? I can't. Like, look at the. Okay, no matter what race, we're not breaking it down. We're not talking about anything specific. We're talking about dividing and eliminating these scumbags who are responsible for this going on. Okay? And I'm not saying that your low level person can't be involved in it. I'm saying this comes with being in positions of power. Okay? This comes with being in the medical field, right? You're around children. What is it called? Drugs, anesthetics, whatever word they want to sugarcoat it, right? Oh, you can't be in there with them for your own safety. You know what I mean? No matter what race, okay? Yeah, we're not going to hate on each other. Don't let them lie to you. They're going to tell you that's what's going on. And then when you go out, yeah, people aren't really social anymore. Okay? And, people are going to gossip. That's just what comes with this society they gave us. But at least attempt to be more friendly. You don't even have to ask the person, hey, blah, blah, blah. Just be nice to them. Go old school. Even if they have a mask on, it doesn't matter. Like, right? I guess they're just trying to be. Remember they were doing that in China for a while, huh? I remember that when I was younger. What's up with the mask? And I was programmed to think like, oh, something's wrong with them, but I guess they were probably smart. I don't know, y'all. I don't know anymore. But I appreciate everybody. ABCD, Richard West, Faith Takes You Far, Katie. If I missed anything in the chat, y'all seem like you're good, you're chilling. All right, that's what we want to do. And I'll take a little bit of a break. I'll be back later. Probably hit y'all with an evening decode. If anybody hits on a story, let me know. I am Math Toucan. Everybody, if I missed anyone, Richard West, Truth Matters 222, V1111, everybody, if I missed anybody. It's amazing that I get to be here and y'all are interested in this. Let's go on this journey together. Let's continue it. Okay, until next time.